Welcome guys, thank you so much for joining in. So since the price of Bitcoin right now is flashing a very interesting scenario, I am pretty much sure you guys want to find out what is happening right now and also what kind of scenario could be unfolding next. Because if you look at the price structure starting in a daily time frame, we are aware, according to this falling wedge right now, not just only the upper line area of this falling wedge is acting as a resistance and not letting the price to break out of here, but also this green line, which is the 20 exponential moving average. Because in the past Bitcoin price action, whenever we saw an actual breakout happening, as I've already said on my this video, the upper line of this falling wedge along with this 20 exponential moving average always acted as a resistance. But once the resistance got broken, you can see we had a really nice bounce here in price action of Bitcoin. And yesterday when the price tested this price range of 58,700, 58,500, exactly at that price range, you can see we got a rejection from this 20 exponential moving average. But one thing is getting very exciting. I mean, if you look at the downside, guys, the MACD is showing some sign of a consolidation. I mean, MACD is about to flash this bullish crossover that we have been waiting since days and days now. And not just only the MACD, also the RSI line is trying to approach this 50 level. Another interesting part is this T3CCI. As you can see, the T3CCI looks like it is heading towards the zero level and also could be entering the positive territory. So what I personally believe is that as long as we are going to remain below this upper line area of this falling wedge and also below this 20 exponential moving average, guys, we should still expect some more range bound, even certain price retracement around this area. Because we have been very clear, and I've also showed you with this simple example, that I personally expecting a price of Bitcoin to do pretty similar scenario just like here. I mean, some more consolidation, even a shakeout right before price starts breaking here to the upper direction. And not just only the falling wedge scenario. Yesterday, if you have watched my video, I talked about this descending channel and why the upper line of the descending channel was so important. Because we saw in the past Bitcoin price action, whenever we got a rejection from the upper line area of this descending channel, we always found some price retracement. A lower line here was always a strong line of support. So since the price of Bitcoin here in the medium short term did got a rejection around this upper line area of this descending channel, sign of weakness. So that's why if the price of Bitcoin here in the medium short term want to show us an actual breakout happening here in this manner, then as I've already said you, we have to flip this resistance into support. If we do that, then I strongly believe the price of Bitcoin will be breaking out of this upper line area and also the 20 exponential moving average very soon. So let's see, guys, if the price of Bitcoin does manage to break out of this resistance and flip it into support. Because today is 30th of November and tomorrow we are also going to get the new CPI line. But one thing is definitely going to be taken into consideration. If we look at this CPI line, guys, you know, the price of Bitcoin was not able to touch the first monthly CPI line. If you look at this monthly R1 line, you can see we came across, but we were not able to reach the monthly R1 line. And in most of the cases, not being able to reach the monthly R1 line usually indicates a sign of weakness, right? But as long as the price of Bitcoin, as I've already said, you managed to stay above this 50 to 53,000 range, guys, we could still expect some more range bound and also price trying to break here to the upside. But failing to hold support from this important line around this 50 to 53,000, that is going to indicate a clear sign of weakness. Because in that case, we could be expecting a bigger pullback that could bring the price of Bitcoin below this 50,000 range. So please keep this in mind. And not just only this, guys, if you also monitor the price of Bitcoin in a very simple way, with each and every impulsive movement right here in a smaller time frame, the price of Bitcoin got a rejection from this falling trend line. So right now here in the medium short term, this falling trend line, the upper line, is acting as one strong line of resistance. So if the price of Bitcoin wants to show any sort of a movement here to the upside, then we have to break out of this 58,000 and turn it into support. Because if we do manage to flip this resistance around this 58,000 into support, then we could be also again breaking out of this here bigger descending channel, flip it into support, and also could be breaking out of this 20 exponential moving average along with this falling wedge. So that's why also here in a 4-hour time frame using this falling trend line, this falling trend line is a strong line of resistance for Bitcoin. So in immediate short term, we have to overcome this obstacle. If we do see this price seeing another further retracement here to the downside, but still holding the support around this 53,000, then we are aware this accumulation cylinder from Livermore's speculative chart is still in play, guys, because yesterday when I showed you this accumulation cylinder with widening mouth with this simple example, we can see very clearly the price of Bitcoin has not approached around this 0.7 area, right? And if we do see further retracement, as I've already said you, this 53,000 support must be holding the price, because if that is going to happen, then this is still a accumulation cylinder for Jesse Livermore. So that's why, guys, that's why please be careful, but do not let this market fool you, because we are aware with each and every further price retracement, as you can see here, right? The price usually comes back to retest the previous temporary resistance line before breaking here to the upper direction, because this was a line of resistance here as well. You can see line of resistance, but when we came back, the same line acted as a support. In our case, we also approach around 53,000. So that's why if we do see further retracement, we want the price of Bitcoin to stay anyhow above this 53,000 range, and we could still, right, we could still show a movement here in this manner. I mean, the price of Bitcoin, if we do see further retracement finding support above this 52-53 range, we could still break this descending channel upper line area and continue this rally just like here in the past Bitcoin price action, as you can see here. So these are some of the scenarios I wanted to share with you into this quick video. If you enjoyed my work, then come on, hit that like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye, guys.